Next question from Clapped Out E88. What is the best special license plate that first comes to mind for you guys? You guys mentioned all sorts of special license plates I've never heard of. What is the one that comes to mind? Okay. I'm going to take you on a little tour today of some of the great special license plates in our world. Now,
I would love that.
There are some U.S. states that have better ones than others. And I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, you're really good states. You're really good states.
Did you prepare notes for that?
I did. Hawaii, Arkansas. You don't have to type anything just yet, but we'll get there. Hawaii, Arkansas, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Oregon. Those are your really good states.
North Carolina?
The problem with North Carolina is a lot of the plates just use the regular design and then a picture.
Interesting.
And you can do punctuation in North Carolina, but that's not what the question was.
Characters.
Okay. I'm going to tell you some of the ones. Did I mention West Virginia on this list that I just gave? West Virginia counts too. I'm going to tell you some of the ones that I want you to look up, some of the special ones. First off, one of my all-time favorite license plates, look up the New York Lunar Lander license plate, please. Let's start there. Let's just start with the New York Lunar Lander plate. And we'll go on to more beautiful ones.
If you are a human listening to this because the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. New York Lunar Lander. When these come up on eBay, they sell for $600. I want one. Okay, now let's move on to beautiful. Kenan, I'm going to blow your mind with a few of these.
Okay.
First off, look up Hawaii's special plates. Nobody knows these exist because you don't see cars from Hawaii. Here in San Diego, we see cars from Hawaii a lot. Hawaii is the coolest special plate. This is one of them.
Yeah.
It has some old boat. Some Hawaiian's going to tell me I'm insensitive, but it has some old boat. It's incredibly beautiful. There's one with some sort of fowl.
Oh.
And there's a volcano one. They are full picture, full color, absolutely gorgeous, which is especially nice because Hawaii's regular plate, which is very boring, it just has a rainbow and it's black and white, came out in 1991. They did that for 40 years, and then this showed up, and it's the coolest thing in the world. No, go back to these. Pull up this. Pull up the volcano one.
That's beautiful.
Look at that. You ever seen these on the road?
No, literally never.
When you go to Hawaii, if you're on the Big Island, you see tons of these because that's where the volcanoes are, and then go back. This one is really the most beautiful one with the boat. Okay, so Hawaii's got some good ones.
Voyaging Society.
Here's a couple more I want you to look up for all of us. Look up the Florida State Parks license plate with the kayak on it. I generally do not like Florida specialty plates because I find them to be illegible and kind of poorly designed, but this one, you're in the kayak. You're in the kayak. Think about that.
Gorgeous plate.
That's great. Okay, now I want you to look up the Oklahoma Support Education. We're going to take kind of a darker turn for the next couple. The Oklahoma Support Education license plate.
Okay.
Now, you think, okay, there's going to be like a picture of a schoolhouse. Well, there is, but it's a schoolhouse that's looming on the prairie with this dark. This is actually, that's like the graphic. This is like what it actually looks like. And it looks like a schoolhouse that's about to be wiped out by a tornado, an abandoned schoolhouse that's about to be wiped out by a tornado.
It really does.
It actually might be on fire inside already.
It's on fire, and there's a tornado coming, and hell is breaking loose in this schoolhouse. But by God, we support education.
You're not wrong about anything you've
Now, on the dark turn, I want you to look up the Rhode Island Gaspee Days license plate. That's Gaspee. That'll pull up from this, yeah.
Okay.
This is a surprising one. You ever see a...
Wow.
You ever see a full-on inferno on a license plate? Well, folks, you have now. I don't know what the Gaspee Days are. Obviously didn't do any research about that. Don't really care. But there is a picture on this license plate of a ship that is completely on fire. And I'm not talking there's a small fire. This thing, people are dying in front of our very eyes while these people drive around with their license plate.
In 1772, local patriots burned the British revenue schooner, the HMS Gaspee.
Now, you could solve the fire.
The Revolutionary
You could
War.
solve the fire if you had the Montana Rural Fire License Plate. Pull up the Montana Rural Fire License Plate. Now, this actually, we're taking a little detour because I think this is one of the worst special license plates ever made. Yeah. And it's that one there. This, if only the Gaspee Days had this license plate, which appears to just be a photograph taken outside of a fire station.
Also,
and the text from Montana with the just drop.
We wouldn't want them to put this fire out. This fire started the Revolutionary War.
This fire started the revolution. We should know about this. We wouldn't have wanted to put this one out, but if you needed to, there is a square body Chevy pickup on this license plate. How did they come up with this design? They were like, hey, Susan, do you have the digital camera?
See, I think this was supposed to be the title card for a horrible show from the 70s.
That's
Montana,
exactly what it looks like.
fire.
That is exactly what it looks like.
Dun, dun, dun,
That
dun,
is
dun.
so true. If it would have been some crappy 70s comedy and this was like the final thing when after the names of the characters had gone across. Now,
Okay, I think you get one more.
on the subject of the dark turn we've taken, I want you to look up the Arkansas Martin Luther King license plate. This one is going to blow your mind. All license plates, as you know, have holes at the bottom and at the top.
Oh, man.
This is one of the wildest things. However, click on this. The Arkansas Martin Luther King plate, had they put the holes in the bottom, there would be a hole in Martin Luther King. And so this license plate, and only this license plate, has only 2 holes on the top. That is an interesting little tidbit for you. You do see these driving around in Little Rock. Now, speaking of Arkansas, the Arkansas State Parks license plate is probably my very favorite of all.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. On the West Virginia Turtle. We got to talk West Virginia Turtle, too. This one.
Oh, that is a pretty
Look
plate.
at that.
For what it's worth, just for people going to their state website to order it, I imagine some of these are no longer in distribution.
This had better still be available. It's got a craftsman/stone hut on it. It's got big trees. It's
Birds.
yellow writing for God knows what
That is a
reason.
gradient from day to night.
The R in Arkansas is a leaf, for God's sake. Okay, the last one, I swear.
Maybe a bird.
Last one, West Virginia Turtle license plate. I'm not even going to talk about the Tennessee Silly Fish or the Tennessee Sax Cat. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to talk about the West Virginia Turtle license plate. Type in turtle. Yeah.
There we go.
Folks,
It's a good plate.
if you live in West Virginia, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you're listening to this podcast, you don't. You don't live in West Virginia. But if you do, wait, I want to see the one with numbers on it because I want to see not only how they do it, but how illegible it is. This is what you do if you live in West Virginia. You want to run from the cops? You can have this plate. No one can
is
read it,
illegible.
and you have a turtle on your license plate.
This is on a screen, and it's a sample one, and I still don't know what the second character is.
I know that it's...
This is both illegible. This is both illegible, and you get a turtle on
Is
your
that
license
part of a
plate.
turtle? Is that TU?
That's
000?
TU, buddy. TU and 4 zeros.
This is good stuff right here.
This is good stuff.
This is high quality West Virginia stuff. West Virginia's got a lot of great license plates. A couple of states do. You know what? Pull up the Tennessee Sax Cat. He's going to get mad if I do anymore. But
I want you to know that last week, 101 people from West
you
Virginia
said?
watched our podcast.
no way! Hey,
So,
if you're in West
thank you
Virginia,
very
go
much.
order this right now. Illegible. You can run from the cops.
said
and
Sax Cam?
Tennessee Sax Cat license plate. The thing I like about this particular one, there is a cat playing the saxophone, and I got to tell you, folks, I've been to Tennessee a bunch of times. I have never seen a cat playing. He's wearing sunglasses too. Okay, it's dark. It's bright.
It is.
Where did they get the cat? Why is it? Is a cat playing the
I love
saxophone?
that plate so much.
Okay. Next question.
Thank you for moving on. Although I appreciate that so deeply, you have no idea.
Are you ready for your next cool car? Sell your enthusiast car on Cars and Bids. Trading in your car to dealers means you aren't getting the market value for your car, leaving you with less cash for your next fun car. Just look at our recent sales of these cool cars compared to trade-in values. This was a trade-in offer, and this was the Cars and Bids result. This is a trade-in offer, and this is the Cars and Bids result. This was a trade-in offer, and this was the Cars and Bids result. Get started now and sell your car on carsandbids.com and join the best community to sell your enthusiast car.